every silence, I still hear you near. I try to move on, I try to be brave, but hope keeps knocking, and I always stay. You said maybe someday, I held on to that line like it was a promise meant to be mine. I'm still waiting where we used to stand, still believing in a love you never planned. If this is goodbye, why does it feel unfinished? I'm still waiting for a heart that never chose me. I watch the seasons change without you here, smiling in public, breaking in the mirror. You moved ahead, I stayed behind, living in words you left undefined. You never said no, you never said yes, so I learned to live in the space in between breaths. I'm still waiting where we used to stand, still believing in a love you never planned. If this is goodbye, why does it feel unfinished? I'm still waiting for a heart that never chose me. If loving you was wrong, then why did it feel so right? If I was never meant to stay, why did you hold me through the night? I'm still waiting, even when I know the truth. Some goodbyes are louder when they're never spoken through. If letting go is healing, why does it hurt the same? I'm still waiting, calling out your name. I don't hate you, I just wish you'd stayed or had the courage to walk away. I'm still waiting. I waited by the phone again tonight, watching the screen light up and go dark. Every word I never sent, still heavy in my heart. You said you needed time to breathe. I gave you all of mine, I stayed inside the silence. You crossed the other side. You left me with a maybe, like it meant something true. I kept listening for your voice, but all I heard was you not choosing. I was left unanswered in the quiet of your name. I loved you without limits. You loved me with escape. I kept holding on to hope while you learned how to leave. I was left unanswered, and that's what broke me. Like it might change somehow, your I'll get back to you still echoes now. I learned how not to ask too much, so you wouldn't disappear. I called it being patient while losing you right here. You never said goodbye, you never asked me to stay. You let the silence do what words were too afraid to say. I was left unanswered in a love without a sound. I was screaming in my chest while you never turned around. I waited for your honesty that never came to be. I was left unanswered, and that was all you gave to me. If love was meant to speak, why did it feel so mute? I gave you all my truth, you gave me time to choose. Some hearts don't break loudly, they fade when left unsure. I stayed inside your question while you look for something more. I was left unanswered, but I still stayed the same. Still loving you in silence, still whispering your name. If letting go is healing, why does it hurt to breathe? I was left unanswered, and you never came back to me. Some answers come too late, some never come at all. I loved you in the waiting, and that's the hardest part of all. You held me close but not too tight, like you were scared of something real. I gave you days, I gave you nights. You gave me what you chose to feel. I learned your silence by its sound, the way you drift and pull apart. I loved you with my whole world. You loved me with half a heart. You said you cared, you always did, but never enough to stay. I read the truth behind your eyes every time you looked away. You loved me with half a heart. I loved you with all I had. I kept believing we could work. You kept one foot in the past. I stayed when it got hard. You left before the start. I gave you all of me. You gave me half a heart. I lowered all my expectations just to keep you near. I called it understanding while drowning in the fear. You talked about tomorrow like it wasn't meant for us. I kept building dreams alone. You never trusted love. You never said goodbye. You never said to stay. You left me in the middle of words you couldn't say. You loved me with half a heart. I waited for the rest. I kept choosing you every time. You kept choosing less. I stayed inside the maybe. You lived inside the doubt. I gave you everything. You never gave back out. If loving halfway was enough, I'd still be in your arms. But love that's scared to feel too much will always leave its scars. I tried to be patient. I tried to understand. But loving someone who won't choose you slowly breaks who you are. You love me with half a heart, but I loved you the same. Now I'm learning how to let go without calling your name. I gave you all my soul. You gave me what you could. You loved me with half a heart, and I loved you more than I should. I don't hate you for leaving. I just wish you were whole. Because loving half a heart still takes all of mine to let go. You stayed but never fully here. Your touch was close, your heart was far. I learned your silence word by word. You never said who we really are. I gave you days, I gave you nights. You gave me time that never stayed. I held on to the smallest signs you pulled away. You said you care, but carefully, like love was something fragile. I felt you leaving quietly, even when you smiled. I was half loved by someone I gave my all. I stood right there beside you, but you let me fall. And that's what broke me. I made myself easier to love, so you wouldn't feel the weight. I called your distance being kind while losing faith. You spoke about tomorrow like I wasn't in your plan. I kept building something real. You just held my hand. You never said goodbye. whole heart. If loving halfway was enough, I'd still be in your arms. But love that's scared to feel too much will always leave its scars. I tried to understand your fear, I try to be patient too, but loving someone who won't choose you slowly breaks you. I was half loved, but I loved you the same. I carried all the weight you never claimed. Some love doesn't end in anger, it ends in being seen. I was half loved, and that's the saddest thing. I don't hate you for leaving, I just wish you were sure, because loving half a heart still hurts just as pure. We met when the world felt lighter, laughing like we had all the time. Every dream felt closer when your hand was holding mine. We talked about forever, like it was easy to say. Didn't know those simple promises would slowly fade away. We were young and full of meaning, believe love always stays. But some hearts learn the hard way, not every story is meant to stay the same. This was our love story, written soft and torn apart. It began with hope and midnight talks and ended with a broken heart. We were pages full of feelings, now just memories I hold. This was our love story, beautiful but never told. We changed without noticing, smiles turned into space. Your silence grew louder every time I said your name. I stayed when things got heavy, you slowly learned to leave. I was still fighting for us while you were learning to be free. I thought love meant waiting, thought pain meant being strong, but loving you alone is why I went wrong. This was our love story, written soft and torn apart. It began with shared tomorrows and ended way too dark. We were close but drifting like stars that couldn't align. This was our love story, yours moved on, mine stayed behind. Some stories don't need villains, just timing out of place. Two hearts wanting the same thing but not the same pace. If love is meant to teach us, then here's what I now know. Sometimes letting go is the bravest kind of love. This was our love story, not the ending that we planned. I still see you in old songs, still feel you when I stand. If someone asks about us, I'll smile and say it's done. This was our love story, almost perfect, never won. Every love leaves a lesson, every heart leaves a scar. This was our love story, and I'll carry it wherever you We didn't fight, we didn't cry. No shattered words, no last reply. Just empty space between our hands, like we both knew how this would end. The room was full, but felt so bare. Your jacket still hung by the chair. We stood there longer than we should, saying nothing like we could. I waited for you to turn around, say something that would make a sound, but silence chose to speak instead, and that was how we finally ended. It was a quiet goodbye, no tears left to show, just two hearts letting go without ever saying so. It was a quiet goodbye, no blame, no why, just love learning how to die in a quiet goodbye. Your footsteps faded down the hall. I memorized them one by one. I stayed still, afraid to breathe, like moving might make you leave. We promised we'd stay honest, but never spoke the truth. You left with all your reasons, I stayed with mine, missing you. I thought endings came with closure, words to make it hurt less over time. But some goodbyes don't come with answers, they just slowly take what's mine. It was a quiet goodbye, no anger in your eyes, just the look of someone already gone before the final sign. It was a quiet goodbye, no last embrace, just love losing its place in a quiet goodbye. Some endings don't need reasons, they just happen in between. When two people stop choosing what they once meant to be. I still hear you in the silence every time I'm alone. Your absence speaks louder than any goodbye you could have known. It was a quiet goodbye, soft but cruel, the kind of ending you never heal from, you just get used to. It was a quiet goodbye, now I know why. Some love stories don't hand. No words deny, just love fading and a quiet goodbye. We used to talk until the morning. Now we barely say goodnight. Your voice feels distant, even when you're by my side. We still sit in the same places, but something's not the same. Your eyes don't look for mine, like they forgot my name. I feel you slipping through my hands, like something I can't hold. We're still together on the outside, but inside we're growing cold. It's fading us, quiet and slow. No broken words, just letting go. We didn't fall apart at once, we just stopped trying to stay. It's fading us a little more every day. We stopped asking how we're feeling, started saying it's okay. We learned how to avoid the truth, so we wouldn't have to stay. I still fight for every moment. You already look away. I'm holding on to memories. You're throwing yours away. I miss the way you needed me before love felt like a weight. Now I'm just here waiting for you to finally say it's fading us, soft but cruel. Love turning into habit instead of something true. We didn't end with tears or fights, just silence in the way it's fading us. And I don't know how to make you stay. Some goodbyes don't come with closure, they arrive before the end, when two hearts stop choosing what they once defended. I'm scared to ask if you still feel it, afraid of what you'll say, because losing you slowly hurts more than walking away. It's fading us, almost gone. Two people staying after the love moved on. If this is where we're heading, I wish you'd say it plain instead of watching us fade in the quiet, gentle pain. We're still here, but barely us, just two shadows of what used to be us. I watch you smile like nothing's wrong, talking about dreams I'm not in. You say my name, but not the way you say it when you mean it. I stay quiet, play it alone, like I don't feel the shift. But every time you pull away, I know exactly what this is. I try to be the one you need, I try to fit your life, but loving you felt like a place I wasn't meant to find. It's not me, I see it now. I'm not the one you choose somehow. I'm here but not your home, close but never key. You hold my hand but in your heart it's not me. You talk about tomorrow like I'm just passing through. I build my world around your smile. You're already somewhere new. I wait for signs, for something real. You give me almost truth, enough to keep me holding on, not enough to pull me through. I call it hope, you call it space. We name the pain our own, but every step you take away feels louder. I'm alone. It's not me, I feel it now. You're staying here, but checked out. I'm the silence in your plans, the ghost you never see. You love the way I love you, but you don't love me. I wonder if you ever knew how much I tried to stay. I broke myself in pieces just to fit the shape you made. If loving means I disappear, then love's not meant for me. I'd rather lose you honestly than stay and not be seen. It's not me, and that's okay. I won't beg you to make me stay. I'll learn to walk away in peace and set my heart free, because the hardest truth I learned is choosing someone who won't choose me. I loved you quietly, but now I finally see some goodbyes begin with the words, it's not me. You never said you loved me, you never said goodbye. You left me in the middle of your maybe and your why. I held on to your almost like it meant something real, but hope can be a quiet lie when it's all you ever feel. I waited in your silence, calling patience being strong, but every unanswered moment was telling me I don't belong. It's a broken maybe that's tearing me apart, not a no, not a yes, just a crack inside my heart. You kept me close enough to stay, but never close to see. I didn't lose you suddenly, I lost you in a said now's not the right time, like time was on your side. I kept rearranging my world while you kept yours open wide. I learned how to read your pauses like they meant something kind, but silence doesn't promise love, it just wastes the time. I try to be understanding, try to let you breathe, but waiting turned into hurting, and hurting turned into me. It's a broken maybe, soft but cruel, the kind of hope that plays you like a fool. You let me dream in halfway light, never fully free. I didn't fall out of your love, I fell through a maybe. Some people don't break your heart, they just leave the door half open enough to keep you standing there, believing what was never spoken. I asked myself 1,000 times if love's meant to feel this thin, but loving someone undecided is where you slowly lose within. It's a broken maybe, and I'm done waiting here. I choose the truth of loneliness over uncertain fear. If love can't say my name out loud, then it's not meant to be. I'm walking away from half a heart and letting go of maybe. I didn't need forever, I just needed clarity, but you gave me hope in pieces and called it maybe. Hold my hand like it's familiar, but your heart is somewhere else. You look at me but not the way you look when you're yourself. I feel you drift in quiet ways, in moments hard to name. I'm standing right in front of you, but loving you feels the same. I try to read between your words to find a reason to stay, but every promise sounds unsure, every truth walks away. You're here with me, but not mine, close enough, but not inside. I share your nights, but not your plans. I feel your touch, but not your hands. You say my name, but don't mean time. I love you, but you're not mine. You talk about tomorrow like I won't be around. You smile at your phone when I don't make a sound. I give you all my patience, you give me borrowed time. I'm loving something temporary, pretending it's a sign. stay because I wanna believe that someday you'll choose me. But waiting in your uncertainty is breaking something in me. You're here with me, but not mine. Half a love, half a sign. I'm the place you rest your heart before you cross the line. I'm everything you need right now, but never truly mine. Some love doesn't leave you, it just never stays. It teaches you the hardest lesson in the quietest way. I wonder if you ever knew how deep I let you in, or if I was just a safe place before something begins. You're here with me, but not mine. And now I see the sign. I can't keep giving all of me to something undefined. If love can't choose me honestly, then I'm learning to resign. I loved you fully, truth and all, but you were never mine. I'll stop pretending someday is something we can find. Some hearts are felt completely, but we're never meant to be mine. You said forever like it was easy, like words don't carry weight. You held my hands with borrowed truth and asked me to have faith. I built my world all around your voice, around the things you swore. But every time I reached for you, you were already gone. I tried to believe in every line, try to trust your tone, but hope doesn't grow in silence when I'm loving you alone. Your empty promises still echo in my head. You said you'd stay, but stayed in what you said. I waited through the quiet nights, believing we had time, but love can't live forever on empty promises. You spoke in almost futures, and maybe and someday. I kept counting all the reasons you kept walking away. I memorized your excuses, called patience being strong, but every unanswered moment was telling me I'm wrong. I stayed when it got heavy. You left before it hurt. You promised me tomorrow, but never meant the word. Your empty promises sound softer when you lie, wrapped in gentle sentences that slowly pass me by. You gave me just enough to hold, now not enough to be fine. I didn't lose you suddenly, I lost you over time. Some lies don't shout the truth, they whisper what we wanna hear. They keep us holding on to love that's never really here. I wonder if you ever knew what your words did to me, or if I was just a moment you didn't plan to keep. Your empty promises are heavy in my chest. I gave you all my honesty, you gave me all the rest. If love needs more than words alone, then now I finally see I deserve more than promises you never meant for me. I don't need another promise, I don't need to believe. I'm learning how to walk away from what you said you'd be. I learned your habits by heart, the way you breathe when you're tired. I knew your smile before it came, but never what you desired. I stayed quiet beside you, afraid of what words might do. So I loved you in the silence, hoping you somehow knew. Every look I held too long, every feeling pushed aside. I thought loving you quietly would be enough to survive. This is a silent love, no words, no sound, just a heart still holding on when love can't be found. I never asked you to stay, never begged you to see. I loved you in the quiet, where you never chose me. I memorized all your sadness before you spoke a word. I listened when you needed space, even when it hurt. I gave you all my patience, called waiting being kind, but loving you in silence was slowly breaking mine. I thought if I didn't ask for more, you wouldn't walk away. But silence doesn't stop the truth, it just learns how to stay. This is a silent love, soft but deep, the kind that wakes you up at night and won't let you sleep. I watched you fall for someone else while I stayed unseen. I loved you in the quiet, where I was never your dream. Some love doesn't need rejection to know it doesn't belong. It just fades without direction, still holding on too long. If I had said your name out loud, crossed that line? Would you have stayed for honesty, or still left me behind? This was a silent love, unheard, unseen, a feeling too afraid to speak of what it meant to me. I don't regret the way I felt, only how I stayed. I loved you in the silence, and that's how love slipped away. Some hearts are meant to feel deeply, but never make a sound. I loved you in the quiet, that's where my truth was found. I had you standing right in front of me, but I was looking past your eyes. You asked for love, I gave you reasons. I called my fear being wise. You waited through my hesitation, through every half-made vow. I thought I had forever, but I see it clearly now. I told myself there was still time, that you'd always be around. But love doesn't wait in silence, and time just counts it down. It's too late now, I hear your name in every song. I couldn't say I needed you, but didn't show. I closed my heart and watched you go. It's too late now, I understand. I lost you with my own two hands. You stopped asking me to choose, started packing up your hope. I felt the distance growing, but I thought that I could cope. You smiled less, stayed longer gone. Your touch began to fade. I kept saying just not yet, until there was no someday. I thought love meant control, keeping feelings safe inside. But the truth I never spoke is what made you say goodbye. It's too late now to turn around. Your absence is the loudest sound. I reach for you, but you're not there. Regrets await, I always wear. Some love doesn't end with anger, just exhaustion and pain. When someone waits too long and learns to walk away. If I could go back one moment, I'd let the truth break through. But apologies don't change the fact that I didn't choose you. It's too late now, but still I try to find your face in passers-by. I learned what love was meant to be the moment you were gone. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons come too late in life, and this is what I learned. Some lessons We almost were a midnight call. Stay a little longer, song. Your name felt safe upon my tongue. Before I learned where we were wrong, we almost were a second chance. A door left open just enough. I held on to the way you smiled. You held on to your doubts. We talked like we had all the time, but never chose a side. I waited for you to be sure. You waited for the sign. We almost were something real. I love you feel, but never keep. We stood so close to everything, but fear stepped in and cut the seam. We almost were, but not enough to turn our maybe into us. We almost learned each other's scars before we hid them away. You said right now is complicated. I heard some other day. I built a future in my head. You kept yours undefined. I was already falling. You were learning how to hide. I thought patience meant devotion. I thought silence meant to stay. But love doesn't live in waiting rooms. It walks when you delay. We almost were a place to land, but almost doesn't hold your hand. I gave you all my honesty. You gave me space to breathe. We almost were, but almost hurts more than anything. Some love doesn't break in pieces, it just never begins. It stays a thought, a memory of what might have been. If timing had been kinder, if we'd been braver then, would almost fade into forever and the same again. We almost were, and now I see that loving halfway costs too deep. I'll carry you as almost mine, a chapter closed without a line. We almost were, and that's the truth. Not broken hearts, just missing proof. Some names don't fade, they just remind of love that lived in almost time. I mark the days with quiet hope, circling every maybe. You said not yet, I heard someday, and that was enough to keep me. I held my breath in every pause, afraid to say your name. I stayed right where you left me, while everything else changed. I called it love, I called it faith, I called it being strong. But waiting stopped feeling like hope and started feeling wrong. I'm lost in waiting for you to choose. I gave you time, you gave me rules. I stood still while life moved on, believing you'd come through. I didn't lose you suddenly, I lost myself with you. I learned your silence like a language, every pause, every sign. I read between the empty lines and made your doubts feel like mine. You never asked me to stay here, but you never said go. So I built a home in uncertainty and called it love. I know I thought patience meant devotion, thought stay and prove my heart. But love shouldn't feel like standing still while falling apart. I'm lost in waiting, in borrowed time. I gave you all, you gave me signs. I kept choosing hope over truth, pretending I was fine. I didn't lose you in goodbye, I lost you in the time. Some hearts don't break from leaving, they break from standing still, from loving someone undecided who never really will. I wonder who I'd be right now if I had let you go, before my whole identity was tied to I don't know. I'm done with waiting, I choose myself. I'm walking out of the in-between hell. If love can't meet me halfway, then I'll set my heart free. I was lost in waiting, now I'm finding me. I don't blame you for not choosing, I blame myself for staying. Some goodbyes don't sound like endings, they feel like waking. You left without a warning, no last words to hold, just silence in the spaces where your heartbeat used to go. I searched every memory for a reason or a sign, but questions don't bring comfort when you're left behind. I replay every moment, trying to find the break, but endings without answers are the hardest ones to take. We ended without closure, no truth, no goodbye, just love learning how to hate. took all of the reasons and left me the pain. Some wounds don't need reopening, they never explain. I kept your name unspoken, like saying it might hurt. I packed away our promises with the things that never were. You moved on like it was nothing, like we didn't exist. I stayed stuck between what was and what I still miss. I thought time would fix the damage, give meaning to the end, but time just teaches patience. It doesn't help you mend. We ended without closure, no fight, no release, just the echo of your leaving, stealing my peace. I needed one last answer, just something true, but you chose to disappear instead of choosing me to. Some endings aren't loud, they just fade away. They leave you with a story that never learned how to say. If loving you was real, then tell me what it was for, because healing feels impossible without closure. We ended without closure, and I'm learning to cope, to build my own ending from pieces of hope. I won't wait for your explanation to set my heart free. Some goodbyes don't come with answers, they come with letting be. I didn't get the truth or a reason to hold, but I'm learning how to heal, even without closure. I reached for you in the darkness, but my hands came back alone. You said you needed distance, I called it being strong. I held on to every memory, like it could make you stay. But loving you without your heart was draining me away. I stayed where you once stood, hoping you'd return, but I was holding on to shadows while everything else burned. I was holding nothing, calling it love, waiting for a sign that never showed up. I gave you all I had, you gave me space. I was holding nothing and mistook it for grace. You smiled like nothing was wrong while I was falling apart. You said we're just figuring things out, but you'd already made your start. I learned how to read your silence, like it meant something true. But silence doesn't hold you back, it just lets you through. I thought patience would protect me, keep my heart in line, but waiting for what's not there is losing time. I was holding nothing, but stayed anyway. truth over illusion, the pain over the lie. I was holding nothing, and now I know why. I don't blame myself for caring, I blame staying blind. Some lessons come when you realize you were holding nothing all this time. I don't cry like I used to, I don't call your name. I learned how to keep busy so I don't feel the same. I tell myself I'm stronger, I smile when people ask, but healing isn't honesty, it's learning how to mask. I thought time would close the wound, I thought I'd be okay, but some nights feel like day one, and nothing fades away. It still hurts, just not as loud, like a quiet ache that sticks around. I don't break, I don't fall, but your memory still calls. I've moved on, or so it seems, but loving you still hurts me. I don't check your social pages, I don't ask your friends. I packed away our history, but kept how it ends. I can breathe without your presence, I can walk alone, but every place we almost were still feels like home. Some feelings lose their voice, but never fully rest. It still hurts in subtle ways, like hearing our song on random days. I don't miss what we were, but who I was before the hurt. I survived, I grew, I learned, but loving you still hurts. Some scars don't bleed anymore, they just remind that love once lived in another time. I don't want you back, I just want the pain to end, but healing isn't linear, it bends. It still hurts, but I stand with a heart that understands that loving deeply leaves a mark even after we fall apart. I'm okay most days, sure, but I won't lie, it still hurts. I don't regret the way I loved, I just wish it didn't stay. Some goodbyes in the story, but not the pain. You were close enough to touch, but always far away. You shared your nights with me, then disappeared by day. I learned your favorite silence, the way you leave things unclear. You held my heart so gently, like it was something to fear. I kept believing half your love would someday turn complete, but loving someone undecided is learning how to bleed. You were never fully mine, but I gave you all of me. I stayed through every maybe, you stayed until it was easy. I built a home inside your arms, you kept one foot outside. You were never fully mine, but you felt close enough to try. You spoke in careful sentences, so nothing felt too real. You kept your truth between the lines, afraid of what you'd feel. I waited for your certainty, you waited for the right time, but time doesn't choose for hearts that don't decide. Called it patience, called it hope, called pain a phase to pass. But every moment I stayed unsure was losing what we had. You were never fully mine, still I loved you deep. I held on to your presence while you learned how to leave. I gave you everything I had, you gave me undefined. You were never fully mine, but losing you still broke my mind. Some love doesn't end in goodbye, it ends in realization that waiting for someone to choose is quiet devastation. I don't hate you for not staying, I forgive myself for trying. I just wish I'd walked away before I started dying. You were never fully mine, and now I let you go. I choose the truth of being